I am the night. I am heavy. What have you been eating, Batman? Iron Man and Krispy Kreme? Promise to go back to Arkham Asylum and stop killing people causing chaos, Joker. I can't breathe. Remember me putting a smile on my...
Hello, big kids. It's time for your
What up, big kids? Here's your big review of the Jim Lee Batman Super Alloy 1/6 scale collectible figure by Imaginative. Here we got the really tall packaging, which has a really cool picture of Batman. It's sketched by Jim Lee, of course. Very cool sketch, and there's even a little pop-out Batman symbol right there, which is cool. And you can see here it says a nice shiny silver super alloyed 1/6 scale collectible Batman by Jim Lee. Sides of the box sleeve have a nice silver Batman symbol on one side, whereas the other side also continues that Batman drawing. Back of the box sleeve it says Play Imaginative, which also has a warning label. Warning, you don't want to choke on your die-cast Batman. It's pretty heavy. Caution to anyone buying this, taking off the box sleeve from the actual box, it is really hard to do. It took me help with Raquel to open it up. It's like sets a tight fit, so be careful of that if you like to keep your packaging intact, that it takes time to take it out of the box sleeve. But once you take it out, you get this cool box, a very tall black box that has the silver super alloy 1/6 scale collectible figure, Batman by Jim Lee symbol right there on one side, whereas the back of it has these bats very nicely all over around the box. Has that same thing on the sides, whereas this is the front of the box, has this nice metal bat symbol that it's actual metal that keeps the box intact. It's actually held together with a magnet. You open up and you can see the figure about to fall out here, so be careful. You can see here there's actually a Batman sketch on the sides of the inner part of the box, and you can see Batman. Once again, it's really tall. You can see Batman in there. Let's see if the Dark Knight will rise or die. Cass. Let's review the die cast. And here we got the Super Alloy Jim Lee Batman. Wow, it's a pretty awesome figure. Pretty heavy too. Let's take a closer look at it. Play Imaginative is a newer company, and this is my first figure. I think one of their first figures they've done, and I obviously got this because I'm a huge Batman fan, and I do love the look of the new 52 Jim Lee Batman. Now this figure, unlike Hot Toys figures, isn't based on any look of an actor or movie figure. This is just straight up comic new 52 Jim Lee style Batman, and I have to say they did a pretty good job on it. I definitely see the Jim Lee influence. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it is pretty good, and the skin tone, the paint on head, the head sculpt is pretty good. Like I said, it does have a more generic look to him. It does have the white eyes, which is cool, and definitely not more. It's kind of like a semi grumpy, angry look. The sculpt of it is more, because this figure is made of 85% die-cast metal, and it's heavy. This figure is heavy. You can probably, if you were to use this as a weapon against a burglar or something, this would do some damage, especially in the legs, and man, it's heavy. But yeah, you can see the sculpted bat symbol right there. The paint is a little shimmery, which is very cool. It's more silver with black, the black bat symbol right there is very nice, and the shoulder pads has a cool look. Yeah, you can see the back here, the design. The belt is also very nice. I like the paint apps in the belt. It kind of moves around a little bit. The gauntlets are cool. The design is interesting. I think that's yeah, how the gauntlets look in Jim Lee. Like I said, it's more like armor, kind of like Batman's wearing armor, almost Iron Man-esque type armor in the new 52, with the gauntlets and his gloves. Yeah, it's definitely not a fabric costume at all. It does have peg holes, and the boots here are very nice. Very shimmery. Like I said, holding this, you can definitely feel the weight to it. This is definitely, I think it's 10 pounds or something. It's a pretty heavy figure. Articulation. This figure is really nicely articulated. The head, unfortunately, even though it does fully rotate, here it doesn't go up and down that much at all, which is sad. This neck joint does go side to side, which is nice, and goes up and down a little bit. So can't really look up or down, which is unfortunate, but you know, so that's like the biggest disappointment is the head. But the arms do fully rotate because of the shoulder pads on the same piece as the arm, which is great. It's not connected right there. And you can actually lift this up a little bit, so it can go up this much, but not too much. I wish it can go up a little bit more. But it does rotate at the bicep right here. The elbow articulation is ratchety, but unfortunately it can only go that much, and then it kind of goes back. It like kind of springs, which I don't like. So that's a little disappointing right there. I kind of wish it can, you know, go a little bit more, like at least a full 90 degrees. It kind of like, yeah, like goes there and then yeah. Anyway, but the wrists fully rotate and they go in and out kind of, but the great thing is it does have finger articulation, and it has 3 joints in each of the fingers, which you can make a full open hand or like a fist. It's kind of tighter. It doesn't work as well as like the Hot Toys Iron Man hands, but the thumb works. But yeah, it does hold his batarangs and grappling gun really good. Now the upper abs articulations, you know, rotates all the way and goes only forward and back just a little bit, but really nice. And he has waist articulation. It goes left and right just a little bit, and it ratchets, as you can hear. Now because just like the Iron Man figures, it has like a vinyl like brief area, so it does allow it to go forward and back with these heavy ass die-cast legs. They go in and out that much, so that's pretty good. The legs do have 2 points of knee articulation, so the knee articulation is great. I wish the elbow articulation was that good, and it's all ratchety. And then the ankles, they don't rotate, but they do go left and right, side to side a little bit. And he does have a little bit ankle pivot, and he has the toe articulation, which is pretty good actually. So yeah, the articulation is pretty good. Now Batman wouldn't be Batman without his cape, and this cape is very nice. A nice fabric cape that attaches with little magnets right here. Now the thing about this cape, what I like, there's a couple of things. One, I like that it attaches with magnets really easily right there, but it does have a wire. That's the thing that I was going to get to, is that this cape, because of the magnets here, they're not as powerful as they should be, and they really will come off easily if you try to move them around with a cape. So here's the thing, like, I love that it has a wire in here. I think even the Hot Toys Batman should have it, where they have like nice wire so you can pose it around, like flowing in the wind. It's only for the ends of the cape, not at the bottom, and bottom here is really nice. But yeah, it does make it hard because the clips, it doesn't stay on as easily. It keeps falling off. So I would recommend posing your cape first and then putting it on here. But once it's on here, it looks pretty damn cool. You know, you can have it like all flowing or all out. It's really nice. Now Batman comes with these 2 batarangs. They're kind of like ninja type of scythe weapon. I don't know. It's like, you put them on here and hold on a sec. There you go. You put them on here and it'll fit nicely in his hand. It looks cool and stuff. I just wish it looked more like a traditional batarang. And Batman comes with his grapnel gun, which looks very cool right here. It you know, has this little spear right in there. It's two-tone paint, which is great. Really like a lot. And of course, it will fit nicely in his hand once you pose the fingers. Batman comes with this awesome gargoyle dragon type of base that looks like stone. It has some really nice detail, very menacing, looks awesome. It has some of this black velvet type of material to place it on down on something and it won't like damage it. But you can see here the detail is very nice. And definitely like great paint apps on here. And what's so cool about this is that there's magnets on his feet for it, so when you place them on here, he will stay on this really nicely without worrying that he'll fall. You only stand on it in so many ways without worrying, because the only thing about the posability, like I said, is that because of how heavy he can be, you might have to worry. And like the joints are pretty tight, and the magnets will hold it on here, but like you won't do as many dynamic poses as you want. Yo, Bats, nice suit, man. Not as cool as mine, of course, but what's it made out of? Die cast. It's a lost art. Size comparison time. So here you can see the Super Alloy Batman is in good scale with other 1/6 scale figures like the Hot Toys DX12 Batman or the Hot Toys DX08 Joker. Now this Super Alloy Batman is definitely different from a standard 1/6 scale Batman's. It's definitely different for the fact that it's a comic version, not a movie version like from the Dark Knight or the Batman '89 movie. A lot of people like that because a lot of people just like the comic characters, not the actors that play him, vice versa. But the only bad thing is that it has a more generic look, because even though it's supposed to be based on Jim Lee's Batman, it definitely doesn't, as much as I do see the Jim Lee influence, I don't think that sculpt as impressive as like the Hot Toys Batman figures. And even with Sideshow Collectibles is doing a comic Batman, comic line for DC, like with Batman, Joker, Superman, Harley Quinn, Catwoman. And I think that one looks better than this in terms of head sculpt. But if you like that Jim Lee look, this is definitely more your bag. The only thing is too is a die cast figure, and it's heavy, and also it raises the price a lot. I got this from Alter Ego Comics, and this goes for a $255, but this can go up to $270 from the Play Imaginative website or BBTS. So definitely Alter Ego has it for cheaper, but still at $255. This can really, you know, it's like, that's more than the DX12 Batman. And with that, you got more accessories and, you know, 2 head sculpts and, you know, so really it's like, if you're a fan of diecast, this is your figure. It does have some great posability. It does have some flaws in the posability, because even the ankle joints can be, you know, I can see it falling over really easily, because the joints are strong, but not as strong as I think they could be. And the elbow joints are a little disappointing. The cape is cool. I really like the posability. I even said Hot Toys should have a posable cape, but it comes off the Batman so easily, even with magnets. I wish the magnets were stronger. So, and I do like the gargoyle base, but I do wish it came with some more accessories. I don't know, like something like an alternative head, or like, I don't know, make the base light up, or something. Have a bat signal. I would love that, but I don't know. So, like I said, I do like the figure a lot. I think Play Imaginative did a great job overall, but I don't think it's perfect, definitely. I think it's great to have a comic Batman 1/6 scale figure in my collection, and I think it looks great with the cape and the gargoyle. But like I said, it's, if you just want overall, like, for this figure being more than DX12 Batman, I would definitely pick that over that, and you save some money. So I don't know, like I said, I like it, but and I recommend it, but only if you want a comic 1/6 scale Batman and you love Jim Lee and you love diecast. Otherwise, just get the Hot Toys DX12 Batman. Anyway, for more geek news, reviews, and more, check out bkbn.net. I'm Sean Long. Remember, celebrate your gnome in a big way. Where does he get those wonderful toys? He gets them at AlterEgoComics.com. Excuse me, he was saying he gets them at AlterEgoComics.com. For the latest in Hot Toys, Sideshow Collectibles, replicas, and more, visit AlterEgoComics.com. They take PayPal, pre-order, and they lowest prices on the net. Lowest price for Hot Toys? You must be joking. Do I look like I'm joking? Go to bkbn.net! Go to bkbn.net! Go to bkbn.net! I'll tell you to go! Go now! So, Bats, what's up with wearing armor now? You trying to copy me because my movie made over $1 billion compared to yours? Yeah, I copied you. The billionaire genius that builds tons of gadgets that helps him fight crime and has a team that's built of superheroes. Yeah, I copied you. Okay, chill out, Batman, or don't make me say tons of Mr. Freeze puns. You seem like a cool dude. Let's go listen to some music. What do you feel like? Heavy metal. Good choice, my main man, as long as it's Black Sabbath.